Geography. Chapter 1. Resources and Development. Resources. Everything available in our environment, which are used for satisfying human needs and are accessible, feasible and acceptable, can be called as resources. These resources are classified on various grounds. Those are based on origin, exhaustibility, ownership, status of development. Also, the resource planning is must for proper utilization. Based on origin. Biotic resources. All living resources such as flora, fauna and fisheries, we get from biosphere are called biotic resources. Abiotic resources. All non-living things, like minerals, metals or rocks, are called abiotic resources. Based on exhaustibility. Renewable resources. Non-renewable resources. Can be reproduced by chemical, physical or mechanical processes. These resources are not easily renewable or reproduced by any process. These are available in abundance and take short time to renew. These are limited in source and take long time to occur or renew. These are divided into continuous and flow. These are divided into recyclable and non-recyclable. Examples: water, wind, forests, wildlife and soil. Examples: minerals, metals and fossil fuels. Based on ownership. Individual resources. These resources are owned by individuals. Example: farmers own farms, residential plots, etc. Community resources. These resources are common and used publicly. Example: public parks, burial grounds. National resources. All resources belong to a nation. All the minerals, water, forest, wildlife, land without political boundary and oceanic area up to 12 nautical miles from the coast are national resources. International resources. The oceanic resources beyond 200 nautical miles of the exclusive economic zone belong to open ocean and no individual country can utilize these without the concurrence of international institutions. Based on the status of development. Potential resources. These are available in the area but not utilized. Example: wind and solar energy in Gujarat and Rajasthan. Developed resources. These resources depend upon technology as their quality and quantity needs to ascertain. Stock. These resources have potential but appropriate technology is not there to develop these resources. Example: hydrogen and oxygen. Reserve. These are part of stock and can be used with the help of existing technology, but yet not used. Water in rivers and forest. Resource planning. Judicious use of resources is known as resource planning. Resource planning is important in a country like India, which has enormous diversity in the availability of resources. Thus, for proper development, distribution, sharing and utilization of resources considering the technology, quality of human resources and experiences of the people, resource planning is essential. Steps of resource planning. Identification of resources of the nation through surveying, mapping and preparation of inventory of resources through their estimation and proper measurement. Developing a planning structure considering the technology, skill and infrastructure available for implementing the plans. Coordination between the resource development plans and national development plans. This ensures the planning of exploitation of resources. Land utilization. Land resources are used for many purposes. It can be forest, land unavailable for cultivation, barren and waste land, land put to non-agricultural uses, example buildings, roads, factories, etc. Other uncultivated land, permanent pastures and grazing land, land under miscellaneous tree crops, groves, cultivable wastelands. Fallow wasteland. Current fallow which is uncultivated for one agriculture year. Other than current fallow which is uncultivated for past 1 to 5 agriculture years. 5. Net sown area is the area sown more than once in an agricultural year plus net sown area is known as gross cropped area. Land degradation and conservation measures. Human activities like deforestation, overgrazing, mining and quarrying have contributed significantly in land degradation. In some states, over-irrigation is responsible for land degradation due to water logging, leading to increase in salinity and alkalinity in the soil. Solutions. Afforestation and proper management of grazing can help to some extent. Planting shelter belts, control on overgrazing, stabilization of sand dunes by growing thorny bushes. Proper management of wastelands, control on mining. Disposal of industrial effluents also reduce land and water degradation in industries and suburban areas. Soil as a natural resource. Soil is most important natural resource. It is natural home for living organisms. It takes thousands of years for the formation of 1 centimeter soil layer. Weathering process of rocks, temperature, running water. Wind. Also the physical and chemical changes lead to soil formation. Soil is classified on various bases. Those are texture, color, age, chemical properties. Types of soil. Alluvial soil. This soil is found near rivers and plains. Mostly found in northeastern plains of Ganga, Yamuna, and Brahmaputra, also in eastern coastal plains near Mahanadi, Krishna, Godavari, and Kaveri. It is mixture of silt, sand and clay. Alluvial soil is rich in potash, phosphoric acid and lime. Old alluvial soil is known as Banga and new alluvial soil is known as Khardar. It is very fertile in nature. Fertile for paddy, wheat, sugarcane, maize and pulses. Black soil. Black soil is also known as Riga soil. It is found in northwestern Deccan Plateau, plateaus of Maharashtra, Saurashtra, Malwa, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh along with Valley of Krishna and Godavari. It holds moisture for longer time. It contains potassium, magnesium, and lime. Very suitable for the growth of cotton, but many other crops are grown. Red and yellow soil. It looks red due to presence of iron in crystalline or metamorphic rocks. Red soil is present in eastern and southern parts of the Deccan Plateau. Found in Orissa, Chhattisgarh, on the southern part of the Gangetic Plains and along the Piedmont zone of Western Ghats. Yellow soil occurs in dehydrated form. Laterite soil. Laterite soil forms in regions of high rainfall with high temperature, and it does not contain humus. Mostly found in Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh and in hilly areas of Orissa and Assam. Arid soil. It forms in areas of scanty rainfall. Due to high temperature, evaporation is faster in these regions. This soil has high content of salt. It become cultivable after proper irrigation, as has been in case of Rajasthan. Rajasthan and Gujarat are regions where it is found mostly. Forest soil. It is found in hilly areas. Because of denudation, upper soil is acidic. Lower soil is highly fertile. Texture varies according to the mountain environment. Soil erosion. Removal of topsoil is called as soil erosion. Intense farming, grazing, construction activities and other human activities along with deforestation leads to soil erosion. Large-scale soil erosion can lead to desertification. Soil conservation. Afforestation is the main method because tree holds the topsoil in place. Terrace farming and shelter belt planning helps in soil conservation. Thank you.